Hi, welcome to the Outcasted Spiritualist channel, where I am the Outcasted Spiritualist, and today we are talking about my spiritual journey, how I came from Christianity to becoming a spiritualist. It was a long journey. I've been spiritual for a very long time, since I was young. Even as a Christian, I didn't grow up Kojic, Church of God in Christ. We weren't really religious spiritual until later on. I was still young, but I really think it was like when we really came to Georgia. So, anywho, when I started with Kojic, of course, Church of God in Christ, and from there, well, let me start here. I was always into like magical practices and otherworldly things. I used to love Sabrina Teenage Witch. I used to love Harry Potter. I used to love I Dream with Jeannie. I used to love all those type of shows like that. Um, so I used to watch all that stuff. But however, when I got 18 is when I was really, I really felt that I was able to delve into trying to find who I was, trying to find my spiritual practice, where I belong. I might was even looking for identity at the time. I don't know. Um, so, so, let me give me a drink. So, I started looking into different type of traditions. With I kind of knew about the Orishas, but couldn't grasp the concept at the time. I didn't grow up Catholic where they had saints that, you know, you know where I can kind of like easily like, oh, okay. And what else? I got into like paganism with all types of different traditions, religions. I learned about Hinduism. I learned about Messianic Judaism. I did do that for a little while. I've been to a Reformed Jewish synagogue. I've been to a mosque. I actually did convert to Islam. Um, and even though I there was like some of these religions, I was still delving into like magical practices, the occult, things like that. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it never really left me. However, when I did do Islam, I did that for a little while. It wasn't, I didn't dislike it or anything. I feel like everything brought me to where I needed to be and gave me what I needed at the time. I delved into Wicca. Couldn't really find like a tradition that really called to me, so I was eclectic for a while, pretty much for a long time, and I was a solo practitioner for a long, long time. So didn't really find a group, or I don't think I've been able to already at the time, anyways. So I don't think my spirits led me to form a group, and this probably wasn't where I was supposed to be at. Well, I know it's not where I was supposed to be at. So I was just in my beginning stages. Like I said, I've been to the Jewish synagogue. I haven't been to everywhere. I have been to like Zen Buddhist. I did do the Nichiren Buddhist thing for like a little while. And that was like a little group. But like I said, I was always still kind of delving back and forth in the occult. Um, I also learned about like the Baha'i faith, the Sikh faith. I did do Hinduism for a long, long time. I used to wear like a little bindi there. Don't as much now. Sometimes I do, but I used to do that. I used to, look into the Hindu gods and things like that, and I've been to The temple, I forget what the temples are called right now. They escape my mind right now. But I've been to one. It's really nice. Actually, it's actually really nice on the inside. It's very calming, it's nice. I had a decent experience there. What else? I did so much and researched so much. And I did get into like the comedic spirituality for a little bit. Not really in a group or as like a religious aspect or anything. Kind of did it for myself from more of like maybe a Wiccan perspective, because I did things with the Wiccan perspective at first. Then eventually I delved into like traditional witchcraft, and after doing traditional witchcraft, I was in and out of that for a little bit, and I kept like with the Hindu thing for a long time. I did go to different forms of Buddhism, study Buddhism. I did do my meditations. When I kind of got into Zen Buddhism, I learned how to do mindful meditations, which I still kind of do from time to time, because it's pretty much really like a state where you're kind of always in meditation, or you being aware of everything that you're doing. Everything is I had the word in my head, but everything, you're being aware of everything. You're in the moment. It's always about being in the moment. Eventually, I'll probably talk deeper into some of these other traditions, because, like I said, I want this channel to be about a lot of different spiritual knowledge. There might be some things maybe from some religions as well, but what I want to do is talk about them from a spiritual aspect, because my goal is not to teach religion. My goal is just to talk, learn, and teach, and communicate with you all about the spiritual aspects. So, because my belief is you can learn, or there's knowledge in everything. There's not one absolute truth. And to be honest, everyone is not supposed to believe the same thing. Everyone is not supposed to practice the same thing. We all are here for different reasons, and we all have different needs in this world. So eventually I'll probably incorporate some teachings from different things and talk about that. But anyway, get back on track. So what led me to where I am now, because at my current job, I was into Hinduism for a little bit, for a while. And then I had thought about going back to Islam, because there were some Muslims there. I was like, I did like it, so maybe I should go back and, practice and do the salahs. But I didn't fully really get into it. Then after a while, I kind of lost myself and my identity. I know that I wasn't here put on earth to blend in with everyone, and I'm supposed to be different. And trying to move up the career ladder, I kind of lost myself. I kind of fell off of my spiritual search and my spiritual path, and put that to the back burner. So over some years, moving up a certain point, then getting stagnant, then there's all kinds of stuff was going on, and I was having anxiety about different things, and my life just seemed like it's, was getting out of hand. So which kind of brought me back to searching for some answers. At this point, I needed help. But I didn't know what I wanted to do, what I wanted to believe in, what practice I was supposed to do. But and then I thought about different religions. But I said, I'm more of a free-flowing person. I'm more of a go with the flow. I'm more of a free-spirited person. So it got so bad where I was like, oh, I need to find some type of tradition. So then I started getting into African traditions, learning about them, learning about hoodoo, learning about Orisha's traditions like Lukumi, Santari, Ishe, learning about Voodoo, 21 divisions, which is like Dominican voodoo, learning about Louisiana voodoo a little bit. What else? Eventually, Palo, Conduble, Ubanda, the different forms of Palo. There's so much, and I'm still learning to this day. I'm still learning. One thing is you're always going to learn. You're never going to know everything. I just let my spirit guide me to what I need to know and go from there. So anyway, so it led me to get a reading. So the first thing was like Orisha. I felt like Orisha was everywhere. So I was like, okay, it's easy to get into step practice. Maybe I practice this, then and then the other. And I was like, I really needed to focus on my spirituality. I won't say everything that went into that reading. And it was like an email conversation reading. But one thing that did stand out was that amongst the list of other stuff was that my anxiety was coming from not being aligned with my destiny spiritually. So that really hit home for me, like, okay, I need to focus on my spiritual self. What they say in Ifa or in Orisha traditions, your Ori, your higher self. So I was like, okay, I need to just figure, I started doing this path. Then I started researching the Orishas and getting into different things with the Orishas. And over time, things started getting better. Then I was like, oh, maybe I'll get my hand of Ifa. So I can let y'all know. I do, deal with the Orishas in some way. But I am not initiated. I don't have hand of Ifa for that. So I'll just talk to them from the knowledge that I have. But I can't give you like a Orisha reading or Ifa reading or anything like that. But anywho, things started getting better. And I was like, okay, maybe I can get my hand of Ifa one day. I asked what the price was. And even though where I'm at, there's some places there, my spirit just didn't feel like those have been the places. So it was a place in Florida that that I got my reading from. And like I said, over time things started getting better. I doing more research. I didn't think that Ishe, even though I know a lot of people like Ishe, that Ishe, the African traditional form of the Orisha, I kind of knew that that was going to be kind of hard for me to try to really get into or do any type of initiations. And that's when I felt like you had to get initiated for some of these traditions. Now, one thing I do want to say is to get into these traditions, you don't have to be initiated. You can get your readings. You can just be a regular follower. A lot of times, a lot of initiations are to get you to eventually become a priest or a priestess. Everyone is not called to be a priest or priestess. Now, however, they say hand of Ifa for everybody, and I guess you could just stop there. And then, like in Voodoo, they got like a lot of tests that can kind of put you into like that house, or just to connect you with your spirits on the different levels. But to talk to your ancestors, you don't have to do anything but talk to them, light your candle, glass of water, or just they're with you. They are you. So anyway, this video actually getting longer than I thought. I didn't think it was gonna be that long. I was trying to wrap it up soon, but anyway, so things started getting better. I kept watching videos and things online, and I got to the point where I felt like I needed a spiritual house. I had some form of, I got into Spiritism a little bit, but didn't find a house. I did like it, but my altar is kind of, was kind of like kind of started out like a bovada, but kind of moved more to like a spiritual table, but not like Mesa Blanca, like in Puerto Rico, Spiritismo or Sanse. Oh, that's another one, Sanse. There's a lot of traditions that I know about. Probably most likely didn't even cover, I didn't cover even half of the different traditions that I know about, that I researched, or that I might have participated in. But we'll get to those some point. There's a new channel. I don't have that many followers right now. So like, share, and subscribe. I don't have that many followers right now, and the videos don't have to be that long. But anyway, so eventually it led me to try to find a spiritual family, a spiritual home. And I've been searching. And some of the places kind of felt right, some of the places didn't feel right. And I knew that I needed to go somewhere. Eventually, I got what I needed. My ancestors guided me. They blocked some things as well, places that I didn't be, people that I did not need to be under, until I found my spiritual family. And from there, things started taking off. And then they opened ways, move obstacles, a lot of different things. So now I am in an African traditional spirituality. Eventually I'll say which one it is. Some people may be able to know, but I'm in an African spirituality. Things have gotten better, and I know things will get even better from there. I'll get more in depth with it at some point, but not right now. But I'm just trying to give a synopsis. So, and it's really a lot that I could say about it, but right now certain stuff are still playing out, and I don't want to get too in depth with it at this moment. But yeah, so then there's a point where things did kind of get a little bit kind of crazy. And I got like another IFA reading. but like I said, everything gotten better. I'm more at peace. I have less anxiety. I grew as a person. I'm a different person. I did my shadow work, and you're always doing shadow work. 'Cause, but this is probably where I'm gonna end the video here. I just wanted to get this video ready, since my first video was just an introduction video, and this one is still kind of like an introduction video, but it's more trying to go into my spiritual journey, and all different things that I have experienced, different traditions, some of them, and how I got into African spiritual religion. However, this channel, yes, we'll talk about ATRs, but I will also talk about other occult practices or occult things and witchy things, and like I said, some people don't like that word, don't call themselves that. You don't have to. I don't have no issue calling myself that. It's not a bad word. And you have witches in every religion and spirituality. There's Christian witches, Muslim witches. There are people out there that's a witch, don't even know they're a witch. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, which is not a bad thing. Witches are wise people. They can heal, they can help you, just like any other person. They're good doctors, bad doctors, good cops, bad cops, good pastors, bad pastors, good men, bad men, good women, bad women, and then the whole concept on bad and good is a whole other thing. And it's a lot. So anyway, let me stop right here. Like, share, comment, subscribe, because I can probably start going off on a tangent, and then this video will start getting longer and be off topic. Maybe I'll have some videos that's just random, but I'm trying to keep this particular one just on this subject. So thank you once again. This is the Outcasted Spiritualist channel. I'm the Outcasted Spiritualist. Till next time, be blessed.